Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar. Pete says now.
I'll have to good fucking tidy up with this thing.
Tidy up?
So.
Such a funny word. What means tidy up?
What?
Such a funny word. What means tidy up?
Tidy up what?
Tidy up. You said you were going to do a tidy up on it.
Why did you say it like an African?
It was supposed to be a Swedish
Say it
accent.
again. That was supposed to be Swedish.
Yeah.
I think I'm bad at all accents. I think you might be the worst person at accents that I've ever come across in my whole life. It never sounds like Anthony you want it to sound like.
No, probably
Give me
not.
an accent there and let me guess what it is.
Oh, okay. What's my... I'm just under a bit of pressure now. I don't really know.
But think of an accent and then let me guess what it is.
I like to do an English accent.
Well, you just told me what it is then, you bollocks. Meat.
Me?
It's a meat accent you're trying to do.
No. Okay, with you. I'm very discombobulated here now.
Okay, I'll do it. Is it racist?
What?
Can we do accents or is that racist?
I don't think it is yet. Depends on what you do.
What? So if you do any of those ones,
You'd be careful.
It's racist.
Yeah, because I've had an awful job the last couple of weeks pulling out all the racist
I know.
bits.
This is the thing, right? Like, I don't know why he gets this story. Rain thinks I'm a full racist.
Yeah.
Every time I say something even mildly racist, he rings and he goes, I pulled that out there, Jackson.
Yeah.
That's gone there now,
Yeah.
that racist thing you said.
Yeah.
And all I said was... No, I won't say it again. Because
Don't say it because I don't want to pull it out
you'd
again.
end up pulling me off again, Ray.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it
No,
today.
I pull it out.
Yeah, don't pull it out.
I have to
If
pull it
you
out.
pull it out here, Ray, then I'll start pulling it out. Right? Sword fight job, man.
Can we talk about my
Did you ever see
circumstances?
two ropes that wrap around each other when you swing them too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it'd be like, man. If we have to pull it out. Talk
Right.
about your circumstances, Ray.
I'm in a chair.
You're in a chair. I have a couple of questions. Well, one, I'm going to answer one of your questions. The reason the chair is here is because we put the Christmas tree downstairs. The fancy chair had to go somewhere. Now you get to sit in it.
The shit brown chair.
Yeah, you're fair low in it now, but
I'm
you're
very
fair.
low.
You're high though in your mindset.
Yeah.
Because of how wonderful it is.
It's nice.
The other thing is you've jazzed up a diesel hoodie
What do you mean jazzed it up?
with a diesel sticker. Man, it's not a copybook from 1998.
What are you talking about?
That was never on that, was it?
Yes,
the
it
sticker.
was.
Is that part of the hoodie?
I'm glad that you've noticed my new diesel hoodie.
No, it looks like you took the sticker off the back of it when you bought it and put it on the breast of it. Is that pinned onto it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I thought it was a sticker, a gammy sticker.
No, it's not a game. Yeah, stop it. That's my new jumper.
I know, but I'm not insulting it on purpose. That's what I thought it was, man.
Well, it's not. It's my new nice diesel hoodie.
I thought you had one very similar to that.
That's what I like to get. Ones that are very similar to it.
No, but I actually would do the same thing as well. It's a nice hoodie bar, the sticker that's on it. I don't know why the sticker's
You've kind
there
of
at all.
ruined it now for me.
Are you going to wear it ever again
It
now?
took me ages to find this. I trawled through many's a shop.
Well, anyone that can see it now on the videos, like, they can see that's...
That's if you're on the Patreon.
Yeah,
you'll see
if you're
it in
on the
videos.
Patreon, you'll see it on the videos.
You're throwing us the $5 a month.
Or whatever you want
Or
to
whatever
give us
you
a
want.
month.
And if you got your free mug and your free t-shirt that one time, you were promised it, and if you didn't get it, you're probably
Yeah,
upset.
that's still up on the Patreon. And it's still, and you know the video isn't up yet. I only realised that after.
Yeah, but it's Mondays it comes out.
I mean...
It comes out on Mondays.
If you sign up for a Patreon, you get the episode 3 days late.
Oh my goodness.
No, we have to sort that out. That's very bad. Like, it's bad marketing. Like, I wish we had a marketing manager.
I wish we had a marketing manager that would tell you to put the video up.
Yeah, and also we're drinking. I'm not getting into it too much. I'm not getting into it as much as we always get into
No,
it.
let's
We're
leave it
drinking
this
bottles
time.
of Heineken
Let's
again.
get straight into the important things.
Yeah, but we have to mention something because like we have to just go. Oh, I love the Blind Tiger. Do you love Anderson's as well?
I do. That's
oh
enough
my
of
God.
that.
Ray was doing full marketing for Anderson's and they don't realise this, right? I wish Brian O'Sullivan knew this. Did you know that Brian O'Sullivan, he owns Yamaha, right?
I heard he bought New York. He was over there the last 2 weeks and he purchased it.
He just bought New York.
He just
Ray.
bought it, yeah, just came up with Dundee.
He owns the Suez Canal. You know that?
What's the marketing you're talking about?
He built the port tunnel
Shut
himself,
up,
right?
Raj.
So So Ray, me and you were in a WhatsApp group. First of all,
Oh,
right,
I
we've
know where
talked
this is
about
going.
WhatsApp groups before, right?
Yeah.
Right, there was a WhatsApp group set up, right, for a Christmas party, right, that we're going to. We won't say who it is just because we don't want to get people in trouble or whatever. Like, but
Yeah.
there was a WhatsApp party set up, right?
A WhatsApp party.
A WhatsApp
For
group
Christmas.
for a Christmas party. We got a WhatsApp party going. No, WhatsApp group for a Christmas party, right?
Uh-huh.
So the proprietor of such group comes in and he says, lads, Christmas party, Sunday, Sligo, right?
Yeah.
And he just had that message in and someone sent on an arse.
But it wasn't any old arse.
Straight
It
away.
was the
No,
great...
but-
Can we not talk about it?
No, you definitely can't talk about that. That's very bad, man. No, in all seriousness, I can't believe you'd stop me making racist comments and you want to talk about the video that was put into that WhatsApp group.
It's very bad.
It is bad now, Ray.
People are wondering what it is now.
Yeah, I know, but you're, like, maybe some people know what it is. It's bad.
We could
Ray.
allude to it.
It's too local, that. No, don't allude to it, man.
Oh, when did you become Mr. PC?
No, but this is the thing, right? This is what pisses me off. You all think I'm controversial, like, and I say...
I'm the worst.
Yeah, you're worse, though, because you want to talk about stuff that will actually affect people that we know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I do one African accent.
Stop it.
And you're like, no, we can't put that in.
Yeah, no, we
but
can't
you're
do it.
like, come here, do you want to have a chat about fucking Knockmore?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's only down the road. Like, for God's sake.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so we won't talk about the video about the young ones in the bar.
oh my God, almighty, and everything else that goes with it, Ray.
That's enough.
That is too much.
Oh,
There's
sorry.
a difference between enough and too much.
I don't know where
Ray.
the line is.
Ray,
I'm in a shit brown chair.
Ray,
I'm a whole different man.
You went past the line, Ray, right? And you're gone so far past now that you don't even realise. It's like when you pass the service station on the motorway and you go, fuck, did I miss that? That's where the line is to you now. You have to pass an apple green.
Do you know when the video was put into the WhatsApp party group?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Did any of us stand up and admonish the person to put it in and said, what are you doing circulating that? That's wrong.
Well, okay, now...
No.
Yeah. But
No.
you just wanted to talk about it and get into it.
No, that's what I wanted to talk about.
That's not what you wanted to talk about.
That's what I wanted to talk
You
about.
liery bastard.
A liery.
You're a liery old bastard, man. That is no more what you
But it
wanted
is,
to talk
I suppose
about
that's what
us.
we should have done. We should have said, hold on a second now. We shouldn't be putting this around. Stop it now.
Yeah, but
and
I'm
then
also...
dropped whoever put it into the group, out of the group.
If you think I had time for interventions, Ray, in my life,
Yeah.
I can't make any kind of an intervention. I need
Anyway.
to be intervening on myself.
Interventions aside, what did you want to say about the group?
I can't remember now.
Something about Anderson's. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you then were saying, lads, I heard they have tremendous food in Anderson's. Do you want to go there? And everyone said, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I picked a different place.
What did you pick?
No, it's not that. I'm gigging in a different establishment, a shitbox in town, right?
Yeah.
So I said, well, everyone go there after the Andersons then to have the crack
that's
like
fine,
or whatever.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's okay. I just hope that Brendan O'Sullivan, he runs the mafia, you know, Brendan O'Sullivan. I hope he doesn't come after me.
Yeah, he won't.
But yeah, well, hopefully not. That's why you were plugging it. So fair play to you. You're doing the marketing even outside of when you have to do the marketing.
But I have to say, Anderson's are very tolerant.
Of
Everything.
come here now, because you're just mad to throw everyone under the bus. It is outrageous.
They're just a very welcoming venue. Sorry, my voice is gone a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, that is.
It's not
very
COVID.
No, it's not the COVID though,
Yeah,
because we do antigen tests every time we come into these episodes.
No, we don't.
Will you shut up and just
Can't
tell
remember the
everyone
last time I did it.
we never did it, Ray. Stop throwing people under the bus, will you, Ray?
Sorry.
For the love of all that's got, like, no one will tell us anything anymore. Do you know that kind of way?
We haven't said anything.
I know, but you wanted it there only for
No.
I pulled you back on it again, man. Why are you so giddy? Will you shut up?
I think I'm delirious with the day that I had.
Why? Who were of a day?
Just a tough old day.
Of governing.
Department of Government has gone awful mental.
Yeah, come here. There's an awful lot going on in the Department of Government lately anyway.
What's a good show where there's a department in it and there's loads of drama?
The House of Cards.
It's like the House of Cards.
Yeah, the House of Cards.
Or anything else. Law and Order. The Bill. It's like the Bill.
Oh my God, I love the Bill. I love the Bill. Yeah, I love the mystery of it. I love thrillers like where you don't know what's going to go on.
Yeah.
And the Bill, every episode of the Bill is like that.
Oh, it is.
Someone robbed an old one's handbag, and we don't know if it's the fella with the scar on his face, but it wasn't. It turned out to be your brother. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. It's like Scooby-Doo for adults. Like, they rip off a mask, and they're like, that's her neighbour. Jesus Christ, that's what the Bill is like.
They don't show it anymore. Where do you see it?
No, I used to watch it on the UK TV Gold.
Oh, yeah.
Myself and Nicola, before, like, there was... Technology has gone mental in the last couple of years. So it used to be that you'd watch TV, then it used to be that you had a USB stick you could put into a box and watch TV shows that you had saved on that. And then all of a sudden it's just Netflix. Everyone's just watching Netflix. That's in the last 10 years. Before the USB into the TV box, we used to just watch what was on the television. Imagine doing that.
Yeah, I remember it.
Terrestrial television. We
I
used to
still
watch
do
it. Do you imagine you'd wait for another episode?
You know,
Isn't that nuts?
you mean the credits would roll on the last one,
And then you'd go-
you'd say, I might watch another one of these.
Yeah, but you can't do. You used to not be able to do that. Like, can you imagine if Glen Rowe? I know we keep mentioning Glen Rowe, but if Glen Rowe was around now, like that would be binge-worthy TV.
So you think it'd be like Love Hate, a new season of Glen Road come out,
Yeah,
and you'd watch the whole lot of it in a day.
It'd be in one day.
Yeah.
Or like the one that really annoys me the most because like now that we've got a taste of it, Ray, we've got this wonderful word of technology just tickling our tongues, right?
Yes.
And we know what it used to be like, but we can't help but Peaky Blinders has not come out with a new season for 2 years.
No.
Right? And if I don't, not to spoil it on anyone, if I don't find out what happened at that fascist rally, Ray, I'm going to burn Rushing Hour to the ground.
Right, so I suppose it does. It hangs on you, these things.
Oh my God, Ray, right up, you sleeping. I'd be waking up.
You'd be thinking about
like
it.
you with the. I'd be waking up. Hey, Tommy, where is he? Tommy, get your brother. Where's Arthur?
I was thinking though, there's other shows though that wouldn't have been very binge worthy, like Baywatch.
Oh yeah,
like the same thing happens in Baywatch every episode.
Yeah, but the great thing about Baywatch would have been one of the shows that you put on when you're about to fall asleep. That's what Baywatch would have been.
Okay,
because you don't have to think about it.
Right, mindless.
You'd
stuff.
be like, oh my God, that's a class arse. I'm kind of tired now. She's definitely going to save someone's life. I'll just go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what I have shows like that. So there's a couple of the US Office.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm watching more of that lately. It's not the worst.
It's the best. That's yeah. You said what it is. Not the worst. It's the best.
It's the best.
So the UK office or the US office. Sorry. Yeah. The UK office I would watch as well. It's Always Sunny in Kendy.
Don't know what that. Oh, that's the one with Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. You can put those on, and you don't have to worry about what the storyline is, so you can fall asleep to it. I fall asleep to a television every night, like.
Yeah, you do.
So I might start watching a film. Spotlight.
Oh yeah.
I watch Spotlight in 4 goes. Right.
Right.
Because I'd watch 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'd go, Jez, I'm feeling tired, but I want to find out what happened to that bastard priest. But I'd go, I'm getting tired though, so I'm just going to bang on the US office.
That's interesting to hear what you were watching now. But hear what I'm watching.
Go on.
Blowdeck.
What's that?
Blowdeck is on.
Sorry. If you say that in a certain way. So you're watching Blowdeck.
Blowdeck,
yeah.
Oh. I didn't think of that actually.
Right, okay.
I'm watching Blowdeck.
Right, okay. And what
there's two.
What website?
It's on Netflix.
Right.
And there are 2 versions of it. There's Blowdeck normal one. And then there's a Blowdeck...
Blowdeck Extreme.
There's Blowdeck Mediterranean.
All right, okay.
It's yachting.
Oh, okay, so people are yachting around.
It's basically, it's a charter yacht.
Right.
And it focuses on the members of the crew. So you have the captain, the bosun, who's the next book. And
bosun what?
The bosun.
Right, he was bossing around the place saying, I own a yacht. Excuse me, everybody, I own a fucking yacht.
Then there's,
Stop boasting about it.
Then there's stewards and there's deckhands. Dickhands.
Right, okay,
Dickhands below Dick.
Right, okay.
And just a nice little bunch of people.
But who were they yachting for?
So they pick up these very wealthy charter people.
Yeah.
So these people are going to hire a yacht for a week. What was the joke?
I said yacht.
So they pick up these very wealthy. Well, like last episode, there was a fella and his girlfriend and his friend and someone else.
Okay.
And a couple other people.
All right, okay. So you really go into detail on this, obviously.
But he was all about proposing to the girlfriend on this chartered yacht. And it just follows the crack. And then there's obviously all the drama around the crew. Like.
And does there be any bit of romance going on between the cabin members?
There's loads of romance.
Is there? Because, on cruise ships, absolutely frowned upon. I know some gentlemen that worked on cruise ships. You're not supposed to be shifting or you're not supposed to be mingling with the general public that are there at all. But obviously the yacht members are allowed to go mingling.
And they get nights off and the camera crew go out with them and there's loads of drama.
How big are the yachts?
Oh, big enough.
Right, and would the yachts be pulling up on land and then they get to go out?
Yeah, they get to go. They're down in the British Virgin Islands.
All right, okay.
So it's below Dick
and they're in the one at the minute.
In the Virgin Islands, yeah.
And tell me this. So for you, what is it about that is attractive to you? Is it the idea of just being on this yacht?
But it's back to the easy watching.
And do you buy into it then?
I do buy into it, yeah. So I'd be sitting on the edge of my seat.
Right, okay.
Wondering will Sierra get away with Kyle for the trip fishing?
Yeah, but okay, so that's great. That's giving me a good scope of what it is. I don't know who Sierra or Kyle are, right?
Why the captain keeps giving out to Kelly for not wiping the windows well enough.
Well, she should probably wipe the windows properly.
That's a he. Kelly's a he. He's a bit of an idiot.
I don't think so. Okay, but... He shouldn't be called Kelly if he's a he. So,
says he who defended Jodie last week.
Yeah, I know, but Jodie is a gentleman's name.
Not the Jodie I know.
I called him Jodie the gentleman, Ray. I don't know what more I have to say to you about it.
Fair enough.
What, Sierra and Kyle, right?
Yeah.
So you've bought into Sierra and Kyle and you're wondering if they are going to go shifting on the beach.
Yeah, well, I think it's a bad idea because I think Kyle's... Look, people don't know who I'm talking about. What's this? This is the worst podcast anyone's ever listened to.
I try to make a point that I can almost guarantee if I had to watch it now, I would hate both of them people. Yeah. And I would think that they should f*** off. Yeah. And why would I think that, Ray, again? Because why are they rich?
Who? They're not rich, you see. They're just working on the boat. All
right, okay. So they are famous now for what? Just working on a boat?
They weren't famous, and now they're a little bit famous. We're talking about them here in the west of Ireland because they worked on the boat.
Yeah, I wonder, can we get them on?
I'd hope we could.
I want to figure. And have you got to the end? You don't know if they've shifted or not. Like,
Not yet. No, that's this week.
well, I
That's
suppose
tonight.
the writing crew have to decide whether they want them to shift or not.
Yeah,
That'd be the big
absolutely,
thing. Like,
yeah.
And are you okay with that too, knowing that it
I
might
don't
not
think
be real?
about that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to watch
As far as
television.
I'm concerned, there's no writing crew. It's just it's like there's no camera crew there at all.
That's like you know, people who watch the wrestling. Like you have to go in and
You
just
have to
believe.
pretend it's not real.
You have to just go. Well, no, you have to
No.
go in and go. It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
Because otherwise, you can't be enjoying it. Like the Undertaker did die 20 times. It happened, right?
Yeah.
The Rock did finish someone off with just the tip of his elbow,
Can I ask you a question that you reminded me of?
tip of his Mickey. Go on, Raymond. Yeah.
Has anyone told you that the new Beatles documentary, you're apparently the cutout of the book, Paul McCartney?
Yeah. So someone sent that to me. Oh, I know who it was.
Yeah.
Right. Gracie's Finan
Yeah.
said that her father,
Yeah.
right, he said, I'm the cut-off man. They sent me a picture of the two of us looking like each other.
Would you ever consider starting up a Beatles tribute band?
Well, I suppose Paul played the bass as well.
He did, and he
That's-
tried to sing.
That's good, actually. We're both very similar then.
Yeah.
Both of us tried to sing, man. Jeez, I could be onto something here. I've heard that a little bit. Also, the hype. I thought you were just going to say to me, has anyone ever told you to watch the Beatles documentary? And I was going to say, every day for the last week, like
Yeah.
someone has said, have you watched it? Yes.
That's nice that you're like a doppelganger of someone so famous.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But as I said, old Paul or young Paul?
Oh, it's young Paul.
It must be young Paul, because I
Yeah.
don't look like him now, man. He looks like a boot, like.
Yeah, that'll be you though at age 50.
Yeah, but what do you mean age? Yeah, but he's age 90.
Yeah, but
I
you're
look
not,
like that at 50.
you haven't the same money.
Here's the weird thing about people like that, though. I don't know Paul McCartney's history, really. Like, but like, I'm sure he did all the drugs. Like,
Yeah,
right?
he survived.
Yeah, and like, he looks better than boys that look after themselves. You know Steven Tyler from the Aerosmith?
Yes, you
Right?
mentioned him previously.
Right? Did I?
You did.
Yeah, but I want people at home now to Google Steven Tyler
And
right
look at
now
him.
and just look at him. Right?
Yeah,
Every drug you can think of, he did it.
yeah.
And he looks unbelievable.
But maybe he got the mix right.
Michael Jagger. Maybe he got the mix right.
Maybe he got the mix right.
He maybe did, and Michael's Jagger is the same. Right?
Right.
And he is still having sex with everything. It doesn't even matter if there's dust coming out the top of his Mickey. He's still having sex with everything that moves, probably. And he's what, 80 something?
Hey, what's your point?
I'm just saying, do all the drugs you can do, apparently.
And are you doing them?
Don't bother looking after yourself. Well, I'm not looking after myself, so that's I'm halfway there.
Oh,
know?
yeah. Sorry, this is reminding me as well about Bon Jovi.
Go on.
You're halfway there.
John Bovey.
Yeah, Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
What do Bon Jovi sleep on?
You're going to expect me to say a bed of roses.
Well, that'll be that.
Is that the joke?
Yeah, what do Bon Jovi give love?
A bad name. Why are you doing that?
I just came up there last night walking
But
home from
they're
the
not
pub.
jokes. They're like quizzes.
They're like quiz jokes.
They're nothing jokey at all about them, man.
I enjoyed them.
The fuck? What the fuck? You're in the weirdest mood. What is wrong with you today?
I had a long weekend.
Yeah, okay.
Not a bank holiday.
No.
But I'm overheating in my diesel hoodie as well. I didn't think this through at all.
Shite hoodie,
I was out in we were out last night at your gig in
Yeah,
the
you could
Shitbox
say
pub.
where it was.
No, I can't.
Say exactly the name of the pub where it was.
The corner there beside AIB and down the road.
What name is this?
Lily's.
Let's Shitbox.
Yeah, Shitbox. So no, I was out last night of that. I'm sure I had a few drinks, and I'm probably in the worst for wear today.
Yeah.
And I do never do good podcasts on my hungover day.
Yeah, but it's great that and this isn't a jibe at your age you can
no, that I can
still drink and get up and work.
And
like,
get up and go to work.
Yeah,
and
because-
it was a bitch of a day too.
like we were celebrating Nicola's birthday last night. So
Your
like,
wife's birthday.
and I didn't drink because I knew I had to work. Like,
Oh, did you not?
and I'm only 30.
Oh God, that's really
And
weird.
already I'm never going to drink a night out where I have to work the next morning.
I still find it hard to say no to shots.
Yeah, what were you drinking?
Oh, there
Baby's
was all
Guinness.
sorts of things coming at me. And I
My
was
favourite
going,
thing ever was Dwayne. You know when Dwayne gets rowdy at a gig, like, and he starts drinking and stuff, and then he gets really into it. Like,
Yeah.
he was mad for the drink last night, and he
He
asked
kept
her.
asking for shots.
He asked for a baby Guinness, so they just dropped him up a little tiny shot glass of Guinness.
Of Guinness.
And he drank it. He was like, "Here, what the fuck is this?" That's unreal.
Yeah.
But we were out. You did the sound for us at the gig last night, Ray. It was unbelievable.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was absolutely
I
unbelievable.
stuck a speaker under your arse. I thought
You
that
did.
would
You
help.
stuck a speaker under my arse, Ray, and I swear to God, if I had hit a lower note in the bass, I would have shit myself. I came that close to opening something up there, Ray, that wouldn't have closed at all.
That's good. Yeah.
And we learned to hype new songs for the first time in a very long time. Come here, will you stop shopping?
What?
I'm only after sitting forward there. You've got new shoes as well.
No, they're not you. I've had these for ages.
But why don't you wear them then?
Because I have to look good tonight.
Why?
Just to have places to go, people see.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Just tell me what
I
you're doing.
won't tell you.
Are you going with the Bure somewhere?
No.
Who are you going to see
I'm
then?
just doing my own thing.
A mistress.
I don't have a mistress.
Imagine.
Shut up about it. Why would I have a mistress? What? Whoa. Going down rabbit hole now, you don't want to go down.
Where? Are you going to a funeral?
Maybe.
All right, okay. Well,
Maybe
then
I've learned from the last experience.
now I feel outrageously bad
Yeah.
for having jibed you for having
But
a
isn't it
mistress.
funny?
And you know what the funny thing is? As if you'd ever get a mistress, Ray. You don't well to get one.
I did well
Jesus
to get
Christ,
one.
you did well to get one of them, Ray.
Mine too.
You'd never get two of them. So let's move off that. Very quickly, Ray. You have all the clothes on. You obviously learned your lesson about going. You can't be wearing tracksuit anymore.
That's why
at all.
I changed.
You could. So you were wearing what I was wearing.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much. Anyway, let's get off that. Oh, I feel so bad. Okay, everything about me feels bad. Do you want to get into some stuff, Ray?
I do.
Go on.
We'll, first
Who are
of
you
all,
looking at?
I'm looking at my notes.
All right, okay. You were because I know your eyes, right? You looked at that like someone was. You were on someone.
No, I'm looking at it there now. There was a topic raised
Go on.
on something.
Great, okay.
And we're going to
but
rob
that's
it.
all we ever.
You just take it from there.
That's what our whole life is. There was a topic raised on something,
something.
and let's go for it.
Do women have a favourite boob?
Do women have a favourite boob? No, but they have a favourite tit. It's usually their fella.
No, but apparently this was raised on something,
Okay.
and it asked women if they had a favourite boob. And it turns
Okay.
out they do.
Well, how would you have a favourite
Because
boob?
apparently they're different.
But
They're not the same.
Well, I know that they're never supposed to be symmetrical.
Yeah, so they like one. They think one is nicer than the other. Out of the two of them, to go, I prefer that one.
Well, I presume it's the bigger one.
Oh, not necessarily.
But it always is the bigger one.
But should the bigger one stand out?
Yeah, but women want bigger
Not
cans.
at all. She's terrible for the back.
What? Yeah, but I know, but that's probably a myth either, though. Like you'd want to have
Says
an awful.
you wouldn't know anything about
Well,
it.
I'm growing up here now, and it's not getting any worse. Like my back is as fucking bad as it ever was.
The next question then was this fella. Like it turns out that women do have a favourite boob.
Okay.
And and by all means, if anyone would like to tell us what their favourite boob is, left
Okay.
or right, that'd be always good to know.
Okay.
Secondly, do fellas have a favourite ball?
Do we have a favourite ball?
And I definitely don't have a favourite ball.
Okay. Have I ever told you about my balls before?
Thank you very much. That was 140. We'll see you again next week.
I do have a favourite ball.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of my beans is more outgoing than the other one.
How do you mean? Does it go out more?
It's more outgoing. Like
What do you mean
it's
outgoing?
more confident.
All right.
Right.
It sees
And
more of the world.
I talk too much, and one of my balls reminds me of myself too much. That makes me not like it.
Okay.
So, and I think I've said this on the podcast before. As I'm sitting now,
Yeah.
my left ball is tucked in, hiding
Right.
right behind something, behind
Yeah.
a big pole, right?
Yeah.
And my right one is trying to poke its head around the pole and say hello to everybody.
Okay. So,
And that's how they live.
so the right one hangs lower than the left.
No, the left one hangs backer.
Yeah, backer.
And I prefer that one because he's shy.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So you have a favourite
The
ball.
other fella's annoying the head of me, man. He's like one of the reality stars that wants to get involved in everything.
So do you find that you have to buy an extra big underpant just to accommodate the outgoing nature of your right ball?
Yeah, but I'm not saying that he's absolutely massive. I'm not sitting on a basketball here. Like,
You know,
I'm just saying that it's
one slightly bigger than the other.
No, it's nothing to do with height. It's
It's how they position themselves.
it's how they position themselves.
Right.
And I can guarantee you, I could sit down 100 different ways, Ray.
Yeah.
And it'll end up the same
Right.
every time, Ray.
Okay.
Honestly, you know, whenever I do be wearing tight pants and you're going, geez, Kendy is some stalk. That's not a stalk. That's the ball poking
That's
out
just
the
the
side
ball.
of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
this makes more sense.
Yeah.
Have your favourite hand?
Without getting into too much detail, Ray,
Right.
I think, ambidextrous.
What does that mean?
I think ambidexterity means that you can use both of them, Ray.
Right. But I didn't ask you whether or not you could use both.
Sometimes together.
What?
Right?
Oh, wait, no. I see where you're going with this.
No, I'm not gone that way at all.
Right.
Wait and you hear something weird about me, right? It's not all comedy, Ray, but this is a fact.
Okay.
Right? I would throw a small ball with my right hand and a big ball with my left hand. No.
What?
Get your head around that now.
I'm trying to.
No. Work that out. Let's say if I was throwing you a tennis ball across a field.
Yeah.
I would throw you that tennis ball with my right hand.
Okay.
However,
Right.
if I was throwing a basketball into a hoop,
Yeah, you go with the left hand.
I would go with the left hand.
But you're still not answering my question. That's a fun fact. Don't get me wrong. But what's your
I
favourite
said it
hand?
wasn't
Have you got a favourite hand?
It's not all comedy, Ray, I told you around here.
I think my left hand is my favourite hand.
Why? Because you know nothing about it. It's a full stranger. Hey. I say that left hand's never even touched you, Ray. Do you know what I mean? I'd say
I
that.
think it's just a more handsome hand.
Why?
I think the right hand looks a bit more shriveled.
But the right hand's done way more mileage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
That right, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that right hand has seen some things.
if you were bowling, what would
like,
you use?
Like, in fairness, I've shook every other hand with the right. It does more work.
Now, do left-handed people, when they meet each other, if two lefties meet each other, do they shake left hands? Because there's nothing more insulting and awkward and ruining of a night if someone shakes you with your left hand.
Why?
Shaking hands with left hand, Ray.
So I put out the right and they put out the...
No, but if someone comes up to you and they're like that, it's just weird, like.
Oh, imagine if you were put out the corresponding hand. That
As
if I
in
would
we
have...
shook
Yeah, but you're like... Yeah,
of the same side.
Of the same side.
Yeah, but that ends up happening too.
Let's
And
do
then
that for the crack for a while.
Also, 20 times more awkward, and there's a gentleman in town that does it. The first time he did this, I thought he made a mistake, and I was like, oh, well, that was awkward. But he does it every time, right?
Right.
If you go to fist bump someone,
Yeah.
and they put their hand around your fist,
Yeah, that's weird.
and I thought that was he thought we were going to shake hands, and I got the fist involved, and now all of a sudden, I'm up inside in his palm, right? But he does it every time.
This is running dangerously
What is wrong
close.
with this monster?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It turns out that's a weird way of shaking the hands. If I had to pick between my hands,
It's quality stuff, isn't it, folks?
geez, I just love them both, Ray, so much.
Brendan is nodding furiously here, going, lads, it's got too far.
I think I would pick me left hand, Ray.
So you're like myself,
Yeah, I think I would, Ray.
because it's a stranger.
I don't know. I just think, it's a fancy old yoke. It is a bit strange as well.
Yeah.
But, any more of them, no?
Any more? No, I've no more. Have you a favourite?
No more
No,
have you a favourite. What's your favourite Mickey? No, you never asked me what my favourite can was.
But I wouldn't ask. You don't have a whole pair of cans, do you?
No, what? But you were asking like girls have a favourite can on them.
Oh, so what's your favourite one from Nicola?
Yeah, no, but from Nicola. No, never mind then. So
Why did you go off the subject there now?
I thought you were going to ask me what my favourite can was in the world. I was probably going to say it from some film.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a can I seen in the film would have been probably one of my favourites.
So if you have a favourite...
I'll get back to you at that. Let me find the can. But I'll find one can on the person. And
Okay.
I'll let you know
And
what
then
can
that's my
it is.
favourite.
Yeah.
Brendan has a favourite.
No, I thought he's not fond of the boob.
Oh, my other one said I want. Come here. Fair play to our mummies. They're making us famous.
Why?
Because they're making us famous. They're making us TikTok famous.
Oh,
our
they
own
are, in
ones.
fairness, they're doing well.
And it's unreal.
People enjoy Irish mammies. They should have a show.
Yeah, we should get them on a little bit more often. But the problem with getting them on is now they'll know, you see. They're
But
up to it
imagine
now.
if we actually got the two of them on and let them just sit here and talk. Do you know?
You think they'd have a whole lot in common?
I think that'd be very good.
I guarantee
Would there be
you,
any parallels, do you think?
It would start like this. Your top is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And then,
And then-
without even a thank you, because it's
Yeah.
too awkward, one of them just go, Lavins. Lavins, now.
Lavins, Ballymote.
Pennies. I got
Yeah.
that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, it's very cheap. I have it 10 years.
And that'll be it.
They'll
And then,
immediately put themselves down.
and about 15 minutes into the conversation, they will figure out someone they both know.
And that'll be it then.
Is that his uncle? Is it? That's his uncle now, because he did work on our house. Did you know that about 10 years ago he did work on? Tell him I was asking for him.
Is
will
that
ya?
the way the conversation goes? They're searching for a common link.
They're searching for a common link all the time. See, my mother knows everyone that knows everyone, right? So I don't know. Again, I could have said this on the podcast before. If I'm watching a match, right, it could be a Galway fucking championship game, right, club championship game, and Mom will go, well, his aunt is a brother of your man who came over here, and he only lives next door to us now.
And what about when you're watching
She finds
Liverpool
a link
matches?
back around. Easy, Mo Salah now. He's Egyptian, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that, right?
Yeah.
And Bernadette Fleming went to Egypt, right?
Yeah.
20 years ago. She took a break from Jarlath in Tuam and she went to
And
Egypt. And she is actually now an auntie of Mo Salah. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
And that's now.
I have a soccer question.
Oh, yeah, go on.
This new Ralph Ragnarsson
Yeah.
took over in Manchester United.
Yeah.
Is he any good?
Well, we don't know yet, you see.
Oh, where did
Big-
he come from? Where did he go?
Cotton Eye. Cotton, I tell you now.
Yeah, go on.
Right? Cotton Eye.
Now, we won't go long on this now because you know me, I don't like talking
No,
sports.
I don't know where he came from, Ray. But apparently he's just this guy out of the blue who everyone decided, well, no, but he is the best manager in the whole world.
He looks a small bit like Liverpool's manager.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And Jurgen Klopp, right, said, lads, don't take the piss now. This fella is legit.
Right.
Which would make everyone go, shit. Like, maybe he is legit. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But if he's so legit, what is he doing in the butt of Russia managing a team then if he's so class? And
Big
why has
money.
he not managed? Yeah, but why has he never been mentioned ever before in the history of
is
football?
mad.
You know what I
Mad,
mean?
yeah,
Like, there's something weird going on there as to why this guy all of a sudden is out. Just
The Illuminati.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing. Maybe he is going to be unreal.
Yeah.
Maybe all of a sudden United will be class again. And then...
And you'd wonder why they're not with all the money they spent. Anyway, that's a whole different story.
Oh, no, I'm delighted with that, Rick. Please go on.
Can I tell you about an incident?
Yeah, of course can, yeah.
I was walking down O'Connell
Is this
Street.
an incident about a thing?
Yeah.
Perfect for this podcast.
Yeah, I was walking down O'Connell Street.
Okay.
And you know the way there's these things where they sell a house?
You mean like
No, win a house.
Oh, yeah, I seen them.
Yeah, they have the pull-up banners.
He's outside the Irish house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what was really sad?
Yeah.
It was one of the mornings I was walking down there and there was a homeless person sleeping rough beside the pull-up banner.
Yeah.
I thought that was very sad.
A multinational woman
Yeah.
sleeping beside that. I see her every day, Ray, because I go into a cafe
I know,
in
but
town.
it would the buckles of the win in the house not pick somewhere else to go, rather than taunting that poor lady who all she wants is a house, and there's a big pull-up banner going win a house.
Fuck's sake.
So she's lying there, kind of going, "This is shite," and all the while your man is selling fucking €100 tickets for this house that's
Oh
going
my
to be
God.
bought.
Okay. Can I just say...
And everybody buying the tickets have a house.
So there's a skepticism involved with me, and I see those every day.
You don't think they're actually going to let a house to go?
No, not. It's not the house I'm skeptical about.
Yeah, the money's all
You
going.
don't-
You think it's a big scam, is it?
Well,
Pyramid scheme.
Ballymoor, you see, they do sponsor Roscommon GAA.
Right.
Do you know who Ballymoor are?
I don't.
Ballymoor Properties, right?
Okay.
They have properties all over New York and all that.
Yeah.
Right? And they do be giving away places as well for the Roscommon. Roscommon started that crack. Roscommon were the first people in the history of the world to ever give away a house, Roscommon GAA.
That's amazing.
No one ever gave a house away ever before that.
Yeah.
And Roscommon gave away a house because Ballymoor Properties said, here, I have one of them. Sure, we're wiping our arse with them.
Do you not think your man, though, selling the tickets, but do you not think he feels guilty?
No,
Like,
but,
whenever the thought comes to them going, maybe we shouldn't give away the house. Maybe we should give it to people who need a house.
but like that's the government's job.
Right. Oh, no, don't point at me.
So, what
I
department?
have walked myself
Ray.
into this.
What department do you work in?
The Department of Government.
Oh, for fuck's sake! So, I mean, you've just nailed on the head why you're getting that done. No, I want you to listen to me for a second, right? There's a skepticism, not with your man giving away the house. Like, I've seen documentaries done, and I've also seen with my own gypsy in town, right?
Yeah.
Those people, some people moving off and getting into cars after the fact.
Okay.
And I've also seen them with dogs and babies.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because that gets more sympathy. And then getting picked up again and brought away. So it's annoying because I'm now skeptical of every homeless person. Going, I wonder, are you really? Here's what I say, and I don't do it. Buy them a bowl of soup
Yes.
and see if they get vexed.
Or a ticket to win a house. And you never know.
If you want to go and give that person £100, Ray, be my guest.
I don't think the tickets were €100.
You said they were.
There might be in some
You
cases.
just turned on me. You were like, I don't think the tickets were €100, Kendy, you floose. That's exactly what you just said there. Roll it back there. That's what you said.
Roll it back there, Rosie.
But you said they were £100. But they could have been £100 though.
Yeah.
Because then you had to sell what?
But who was-
2,500 of them?
Yeah, but who has €100 tipping down a concert? It was that
I know. What a stupid thing, like.
Yeah.
You know, and did you know, Ray, now, they say, as we all want to say, if you're involved in those online, those online things where you can either win a hairdryer or a PlayStation, and then you always end up winning the hairdryer, which happened to me, like,
No,
which is
I
just
don't know what these
often
things
annoying.
are.
I was like, I can't believe all the stuff I could have won. I won a hairdryer, right? There are these competition sites on Facebook.
Yes.
And the rules or regulations around competition sites is that you can't do a draw,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have to like answer a question.
Yeah.
So they have to ask you a question, and then all of a sudden it's a competition, not like a lottery. You know what I mean? Not the government, Raymond. Excuse me. The banks are looking at them now.
Yeah.
If you want to apply for a mortgage, they're looking if you're doing them things.
Oh,
And I done one before, and I won a fucking hairdryer and a straightener.
and now you can't get a mortgage.
I can't get a mortgage ever now. I used to do them, Ray. I applied for every old PlayStation, old golf clubs and clothes and tools. And what did I win? A fucking hairdryer.
But apparently, the banks, speaking of the banks and the mortgages, apparently,
Let's get into the banks, Ray.
apparently they do look at awful daft stuff.
Yeah, like, well, that's where you'd buy the house on Daft.
Coffee.
Like, what?
If you're buying coffee in Centra and you're paying it on the card, they don't like that. It's an indiscriminate spending, they do call it.
This is the problem, Ray. This is where the problem is. Listen now while I get my head straight, because I am ripping. because I'm not procrastinating here for a second to try and get my head around what I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm boiling. My blood is boiling.
What's upsetting you?
Cashless societies.
Yeah.
I want to buy a coffee with my pound. It's $2.70 down the centre, down Castor
No, you need
Centre.
to take out €100 for your coffee buying for the week and pay for it in cash.
Shit, that is Ray. I'm in Blend and Blind Tiger. I'm in Blind Tiger every day buying coffee.
Yeah.
And because they don't everywhere. Listen, Ray, because I'm trying to tell you something and you're cutting across me. Right? I want to
You want to?
buy with money. But there's such a stigma on money now. Every shop you walk into, there's a sign that says cards if you don't mind, please.
Yeah.
Don't give me that dirty cash.
That's what I heard anyway. Apparently, if you're tipping around all week and there's loads of little tappies, apparently the bank look at that, go, geez, you've no control over your finances at all.
But do you have to?
You
What
should
do you want you to
should
do?
go to Tesco and buy your coffee and not be buying these expensive 2 and 3 and €4 coffees.
Let's put them out of business then. Is that what they're trying to say?
They're trying to say if you want
That's the only thing left in Sligo.
No, you can buy all the coffees in the world, but you can't buy a house. You can buy if you want to get your latte, no problem. I got really conned into a latte there at the weekend as well.
Why?
I bought a new cup for my lattes.
Well, right, okay.
I was in another coffee shop we can't mention.
Right.
And I found they had a lovely little coffee cup.
I love when they have those, by the way, too. I have one, but I can't find it.
This is the problem.
Yeah.
I had one. I got one before, right? I got it from a credit union.
I know.
It was a little cup.
Sean O'Reilly took it. Guaranteed.
I can't have nice
I
things
knew
now.
it.
So Sean O'Reilly took it, but that's not where Sean O'Reilly stops. He's taken every coffee cup that's ever come into the house the last 10 years.
The coffee cup bandit.
Apparently there's a cupboard in his home house in Cavan that's full of these coffee cups.
They're like souvenirs that he keeps after his MO, like, you know what I mean? In the Netflix documentary called Riley Rides, right? Not big as in Riley Rides you by fucking taking all the stuff off you, right? That's what they're going to say. Well, they're going to say, well, we eventually found them.
We eventually found everything.
And like, there's going to be that cop camera. You know when they put the GoPros on the cops going into the house, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, Brendan, I seen something. Brendan, in here, please. And then there's going to be like really grainy footage, and then they'll open the cupboard. It'll be full of all your coffee cups, and then you go.
I got the coffee cup. It's awful nice. It just went.
That's what happens when it breaks. Do you know what usually happens when that happens in TV shows? Like,
Yeah.
I start shouting at Nicola like she's not watching the same program as I start, you know what I mean?
No.
When they eventually like go into the basement, right?
Yeah.
Fritzl job. And then they like open it up and they find a load of dead bodies or something.
Or coffee cups.
Or coffee cups. I start going, Nicola, what? Nicola, seriously. And she's like, I'm watching it as well. Stop shouting my name.
Just react.
Yeah, but I have to react to somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
And myself and Sean had a conversation. I bought the nice coffee cup.
Right.
But when I went home, then I said it to Sean. I said, Sean, I'm going to introduce you to my new coffee cup. I'm telling you now that if I ever come to my press and this is gone, I'm actually going to get vexed. Sean was laughing at me and he says, but sure, some days I'd be stuck for like coffee cup. At least I know it's there. So don't take it.
Oh, that's brilliant. He is such an antagonist. Like, what a great reaction to have. Well, at least I know where it is now then, so that's good to know. Like, that is such a bitch move, like, isn't it?
Yeah, I just want my little credit union.
Is it unreal everyone thinks he's so nice? Like, if only they knew, like.
If only they knew the real Sean.
Like, people thought Ted Bundy was nice. Oh, let's not compare Sean to Tom.
Yeah.
But can we move on, please, Ray? Because you're wrecking my head now.
Sorry now. People on the Jesus, yeah, Brendan's flashing the light at me now to say that we're nearly finished.
30 seconds, you guys, folks. Go on, yeah.
Okay, the last few bits.
Okay.
I've heard a thing about people on trains.
Everything you said, I love how vague everything you've said. There's this thing about people and they talk about us. Do you want to hear about it? I'm obviously going to go, yeah.
People on trains.
People on trains.
Listening to train noises.
Why?
Because it's calming and they can relax.
There's a rhythm to it.
You're on the train and all you can hear is the train noise.
Yeah.
That you can't hear, like when you're on a train, you can't hear the train really. You're just hearing all the arseholes around you just talking shite.
Well, you're hearing like
a bit of a train.
You're hearing 4 lads who are going from Sligo to Dublin.
Yeah.
And they decided, well, I know it's 7:30 in the morning, but let's get 20 cans of Dutch Gold.
Yeah. So just people, I thought that was...
Here, are you allowed smoke on this thing now? I put me head out the window.
I thought it was ironic. You're very good at accents. What? I thought it was very ironic. People.
Where was that from?
It was from Kildare. That was that.
Wait. That was your piece. Yeah. People like listening to trains.
I just found that fascinating.
But
don't be trying to drag it out now. It's just
no.
There
I want to do the opposite. Like, I can't believe you even made me get Anton out of that. That is the stupidest thing you've ever brought. You just came to me and said, "You know, some people like listening to trains," and that was one of your bits. I know I bring nothing. But you brought the anti-negative something there.
I have something worse now.
I am brilliant at dragging something out of something, like. Fucking outrageous.
Last bit here now from me.
Go on.
Apparently, a Chinese billionaire has bought a 50 square foot... No, that's too small. A 50 square kilometre piece of land in Louth.
50 square kilometre?
And he's going to build a massive city.
What?
And a whole heap of people from Hong Kong are going to come and live in it.
Okay.
It's called Nextopolis.
That's Greek, you bollocks.
No, it's not. It's Nextopolis. It's the next place to go to live. Next stop.
Is it actually called Nextopolis?
Nextopolis, yeah.
But is this a real thing?
Apparently, it was in the Irish Independent.
So some fella is going to come over. No, that's not his name. It's not SUMFAL.
No, it's not. It's not
some fella.
Some fella.
Right. Some fella is going to come and build something.
Yeah. No, they're going to build a city, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be one of the biggest cities in Ireland.
No,
when they finish it.
But no, he won't though, Ray.
Why?
Because I will be there with a picket sign.
What?
Because why? Like, I don't trust them. Not them. I don't trust the Chinese entity and government.
Why?
Because they tell us nothing, Ray. It's not racist. Here's the thing. I don't trust the Americans government. I don't trust the Russians. Right? That Sputnik fella, whatever his name is, Vladimir Sputnik. Yeah. Right? And I don't trust the Chinas. Ray. Okay. Because we don't want about the only people you can trust.
So all that's left is the British. You've kind of disqualified 3 of the 4 major powers in the world.
I don't trust the Spanish because they chased me. I don't trust the Brits because of, 800. Who do
Portuguese?
I don't trust the Irish because they're locking us up. I'm alone
trust
in this
the world.
I'm alone in this world.
Yeah.
But this fella who wants to build a Chinese community, right? In Ireland.
I don't know how it'll fit in Louth.
I don't know how it'll be allowed, right?
Because apparently, this is another thing that... Sorry, I just realised that. This is another thing that came in. Apparently you can buy Irish citizenship.
What?
You can for like €1 million, you can buy a passport. It was like this outward investment thing they brought in to make up a few pound when things got tight back in 2008.
Jeez, they'll do anything, won't they?
Yeah, you can now buy
They'll do anything but fix a broken system. Just anything. Mm. So you can buy an Irish passport.
And apparently the Chinese are the most using it. Apparently over 1,000 Chinese people have spent loads of millions.
All of the millions.
All the millions involved. Done that, yeah.
But that drives me mad, Ray. Because is there anything and I'm going to call it... for being a patriot, I don't want to say for being nationalist because that is kind of racist a little. Mm. But is there anything to be said for don't just be handing out the Irish passport means a lot. It's a beautiful thing.
Little harp on it.
You're thinking about it too physically, you bollocks. It's not like a gorgeous book. That's not what I mean.
Little book with all the places you were ever in.
Don't be fucking the Irish passport around the place. It's a beautiful thing to own and have. And for God's sake, don't just be giving it to every Chinese that has £1 million.
But that's the thing.
But they Fianna Fáil would sell their souls.
Can't get into the political stuff, you know.
No, sorry, you're dead right. Fine Gael would sell their souls.
There's no political stuff allowed.
Yeah, so if you don't work for it, Sinn Féin.
Yeah, we can tip into that. No problem there.
People before Kendy, right? They would love to sell the whole thing off to the Chinese.
I just thought it was one of those mad ideas.
If they promise them a ball, I thought it is a mad idea.
You can imagine them sitting up in Leinster House going, how would we make a few pound? What could we sell?
Sell loud.
That's what they did.
Do you reckon they're sitting up there going, lads, I'm only saying this now, right? So call me stupid if you want. Do you reckon the Chinese would buy loud? And someone said, ring him.
Ring him.
There's no point. You just ask them. Ring them.
Call some young guy.
Honestly, call some young guy over there. Yeah. Just ring him and there's no harm in asking.
Yeah, no harm. And then you get through to him then, are you interested?
And then he came back into the room. He said, lads, you're not going to believe this.
They're taking it.
They're actually taking it.
Yeah, we just have to let them build a big city.
And then they said, all right, okay, someone ring Russia and see will they take awfully.
But then they don't. Can you imagine,
said, no way.
I know we're going over time here, but can you imagine how ridiculous Hong Kong will look in Louth? Do you know, you have this real big lovely high-rise city and then you come out and you're in fucking Crossmaglen or something.
Hey, come here, listen to me. If there was a Chinese city in Louth,
Yeah.
would they have an Irish town in it instead of a Chinatown? Where some people who then feel
Where
like
you
they
can
want
go
to
and get the cheap handbags.
Yeah. No, where you could actually go, there's like little Irish shops there, like normal
And
ones.
Irish
like.
bars.
And Irish bars, which we talked about. That could be a thing, like, you know
That's
what I mean?
it now, we're finished.
If you had to pick a
Mark.
country, are we done?
We're done.
I'll leave you with this one. You have to answer straight off the top of your head. If you had to pick a country to come in and take over one of our counties and build it like their own, who would you pick?
Oh, Jesus.
I told you to think about it quick.
I know, yeah.
I'd pick Sweden because they'd furnish it very well.
They would, wouldn't they?
They fucking would, Ray, man. They'd have it ticking over like a mouse's Kendy.
I think France.
Oh, those ignorant Oh! Maybe I am racist.
Yeah, I think you are. I think the French do a nice job. I've seen a bit of France and it's lovely.
I have to go reevaluate my whole life. Everything I said in the whole podcast was racist.
Yeah, pretty much.
I might not see you next week. I might have been cancelled. Thanks to Brendan.
Wait, no.
He has to go to a meeting, so we do have
that's
to
why
run.
we're being rushed out the
Go
door
on,
here.
we're being rushed out of our own house.
We have a huge announcement.
Okay, we're going to announce it. I didn't want to, but announce it. Go on.
So, our next podcast will be recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
So, sorry for this, Mark.
It's in Anderson's next Monday at a time.
Monday the 13th.
Monday the 13th. What time?
What time, Brendan? 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock in Anderson's.
Will we go 9?
No, go away.
Why?
Why would you go 9? It's too late, like.
Is it?
Yeah, boys won't be out on the Monday at 9.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
casual. 8 o'clock, you can come upstairs in Anderson's and just see it. All you have to do is just arrive.
You just, come upstairs.
Just arrive and come upstairs in Anderson's. We're just going to be
the
recording.
bar,
Yeah.
bring it upstairs
Yeah.
and arrive.
And we're just going to sit there and do a podcast.
And we're going to record this in front of you.
I didn't want to do it. The tables are turned, but we're doing it anyway.
I probably don't want to do it either, and I'll realise
Why
that.
are we do?
Contractually obliged.
I hate it so much after. Okay.
8 o'clock, Monday, 13th, Anderson's Kendy Raybo live podcast. Well, live recording of a podcast.
Yeah.
It could be just as shit as this one.
It's
You get to see it
yeah, absolutely. You
in
get to
real
see it.
life.
Absolutely. Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Why did I shout?
I don't know.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.